So welcome everybody to the April 2021 Ask Your Guides Live. Delighted to have you all here today. Hopefully you're going to have a lot of wonderful questions and we're going to get some amazing insight from your guides because they always deliver. So let's just take a couple of minutes to center ourselves and see if they have any kind of a little meditation they want to share with us as we get started. So just sit back, close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. Feel your feet connected to the ground and know that your Mother Earth is there below you, always supporting you in all that you do, encouraging you, loving you, just as your Creator above is beaming down waves of love and energy, lighting you up, filling you up. And just like a beautiful urn, that amazing Creator love and light flows down to you through your crown chakra, filling your entire body, every nook and every cranny. So delicious feeling that energy flow through your body until you are overflowing with abundance, with love, with joy, peace, delightful expectations for what is to come. And so we ask our guides to all come forward to join us in this beautiful circle on this lovely spring day as we bring our questions to you and ask for your guidance and enlightenment. Thank you for always being there, for loving and supporting us. And together we all say, Amen. Set up. So, Rachel, if you'd like to unmute yourself and let me know what your question is.
My very first question, turn on my camera. Hi, I'm sitting outside because it's 5 p.m. and the sun is out, so I'm just enjoying it. My first question is this. I'm going to Italy for 2 months for sure, but with the whole pandemic and you know what, I would really love to know, I haven't booked anything yet because it's just so complicated right now. So my question is really simply like, am I going to be able to fly, or would it be rather car or train, or what's going on?
Okay. So, for Rachel, with her upcoming trip to Italy, is it highly likely that she'll be able to fly to Italy in, what'd you say, 2 months?
Yes, in June. Yeah, for 2 months.
Okay, so in June, is it highly likely that Rachel will be able to fly to Italy? I'm getting a yes on that, Rachel.
That's awesome. Because I thought, oh, everything is so complicated and I'm afraid to book. And I thought, oh, I don't want to drive for so far. Okay, cool. Then the next is really about my YouTube channel. And, you know, I really want to grow. So my first question would really be like, is my breakthrough finally going to happen this year?
What will define for me what's a breakthrough?
Oh, yes, that's a good point. Monetized and having 5 to 10,000 viewers on videos.
On every video or as subscribers?
Yes.
So is it highly likely that by the end of 2021, Rachel will have an average of 5 to 10,000 views on her new videos? Not quite that high, Rachel. What about 4 to 5,000 on the videos? Is that highly likely? Yeah. But
okay.
What I'm feeling behind that is this big energy ball coming up behind it. So once you hit that, you know it's going to speed up and it will continue accelerating. So it's just, as you say, it's having that breakthrough. It's getting to that point, and then there will be more coming.
You said there's an energy ball behind it. Can you explain that?
The momentum, you know, because once you get more followers, more people see it, you get more clicks, and then it gets fed to more people. So there's an energy ball of momentum coming up behind it. So the breakthrough is getting to those larger numbers so that more people see your work.
And what has to change, or what can I do just myself then to come to that point?
What can Rachel do to achieve the goal of at least 5,000 viewers when she posts a new video. So there's this like a warm blanket coming around you, Rachel, and they're just saying, step into your authentic self, bring more warmth into your work. Let the people actually feel your personality. Let them feel the care and the expertise. When they feel that warmth, they're going to be more likely to reach out to you. So it's just consistency. I'm hearing consistency. So that's important. And then just keep doing what you're doing, getting a little better all the time, listening, getting them engaged in comments. And I'm hearing live too. So yeah, because on live you can get them engaged in comments, then you'll
Yeah.
have more of an idea of what they actually want to talk about. Because
Mm-hmm.
now you're just guessing.
Yeah, I love what you said. Keep doing what I'm doing, because this week I've been like all over the place. Like, what do I need to change, and I'm just going crazy. And it's not about changing it. Okay. And then the last one, I've been brainstorming, as you know, about little channel titles. So I'm just going to give you 5, and you tell, and that's it.
Okay.
So my name definitely will stay, Rachel Smets, and then I'll add 1, no regret; 2, escape your 9 to 5; 3, 9 to 5 freedom formula, or from 9 to 5 to full-time freedom.
Escape your 9 to 5 gets the yes.
Ah, okay. I'll try it.
Because it's more succinct and the others get really long and cumbersome.
Oh yeah, it needs to be short. Yeah, I thought maybe no regrets, but then it's not the. Yeah, okay.
But it just, no regrets doesn't mean anything by itself.
No, it's not. Yeah, true. Awesome. I'm not going to take more time because there's plenty of people here. So yeah, I'm really happy. Thank you so much, Deborah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so next up, Amy P. Can you explain the root cause of my sister and I unable to get along in this lifetime? So for Amy, is it a present life issue why she and her sister cannot get along? It's a past life issue. Okay. So how many past lives ago did this start? I'm hearing 14 past lives, Amy. And were they both females in that lifetime? No. Okay, so was Amy female? Amy was a male. And what about the sister? Was she a female? Yeah. Okay, so were they in a romantic relationship? Yeah. Were they married? Yeah. Okay. And who was the one who harmed the other? Or was it both? It was trauma of some sort. Okay. So I'm feeling like a knife in the heart, Amy. So you were married, you were the husband, and you betrayed her. And it was deep enough that she's carried that with her through many lifetimes. And of course, you feel it as well. And you incarnated together in this lifetime so that you could finally resolve it. So it's feeling like no matter what she sends at you, you just blanket her with love. Ignore the negativity. Just blanket her with love until she feels that and starts to respond. Because the thing about it is, when you shift your energy, she will have to change. She cannot stay the same. She either leaves or she shifts in some way to accommodate your new energy. So, knowing that you deeply harmed her in the past, and this is not to make you feel bad, this is not recriminations at all, Amy. So, understand that because we've all done these things. It's just about, okay, now I know why that is. So, this is what I'm going to do about it. And, if you wanted to have a conversation with her about it, that might be a good thing. You feel with your intuition whether you'd like to do that. Does this all make sense, Amy?
Makes sense. And thank you very much for looking into this. She probably wouldn't receive that information.
Yeah. A lot of times they won't.
And so, is there a way that I have been trying to heal a relationship with her and my family because of our rift. It's affected the whole family with me. It's almost like I actually went into counseling over it. They call it tribal narcissism. So my family is not really talking to me at the moment. And so is there a way to clear this? Another way to clear this energetically?
Well, you could set an intention and do your own little ritual, light a
Okay.
candle, burn some incense, whatever feels good to you. State your
Okay.
intentions clearly, what you would like, and
Right.
that will help. I don't know if it's going to clear it all because there could be a lot. If the whole family's involved, there could be a lot more to clear, and you need to identify the issues and clear them. But this will actually at least address with your sister.
Yeah. Okay.
And the thing about these, when we discover what they are, we set our intention, we clear, we shift. The other person has to decide whether they want to go along with it or not, because you're ready to heal it. She may
Mhm.
not be. And all you can do is for yourself, know that you've done your best, and then just allow her and the rest to be.
Mhm. Okay.
Make sense?
Yes. Thank you so much for your time, Deborah.
You're so welcome.
Many blessings.
To you as well. Melinda, I see you have your hand raised. If you've got a question, just go ahead and type in chat question. And then when I get to you, you can tell me what it is. So for anybody who's arrived since we started, the same thing goes for you. If you've got a question, just put question in chat. When I get down to you, then you can give me the details. And remember, I don't need the whole backstory. I just need a synopsis of what it is that you'd like to know. So next up, Anne.
Yeah, hi, Deborah.
Hi.
Thank you again for doing this.
Well, thanks for being here. It's so great to see you.
Well, I could put the video on if you want. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. Yeah, so, my major concern still is moving. So my question is it still imperative that I should move from my apartment? And yeah, so, there's a few pieces to this, if that's okay.
Yeah, let's start with the first one. So for Anne, is it still the optimal choice to move from her present apartment? Yes. And is it still important that she do this in the near future, like less than 6 months? Yeah. Okay. Does that help, Anne?
Yeah, so then I live in an apartment complex with about 300 plus apartments. So I'm assuming it means I should move out of the whole complex and not just switch apartments.
That's a great question. Let's ask, because it might not. That's why we have to be very specific, right? So for Anne, would it be an optimal choice to move to a different apartment in the same complex? No. So it's optimal to leave that whole complex. Yes.
What about the town I'm living in? Should I consider it? Is it optimal for me to move out of the town I'm living in?
Okay. So what about the town? Would it be the wisest, optimal choice to leave that town? Would it be the wisest, optimal choice to stay in that town? So this is a kind of in between. It's not clear. Let me ask some more. So what about the town? Does Anne need to leave that town? You don't necessarily have to leave that town, but it's
Okay.
feeling like not at the center, like on the fringes. Is that what you're trying to say? Because it's kind of a weird response. So you're saying just move further out? Yeah. So like out of city limits, is that what you mean? Yeah. So like in the surrounding area, Anne, would be good.
Um, I'd also like to just mention a few other states,
Yeah,
and if you get a yes or a no.
sure.
New York,
Okay. So what about somewhere in the state of New York? No.
New Jersey,
New Jersey. Is that an optimal choice for Anne? Getting a no on that too.
then Pennsylvania, which is where I am now.
So somewhere in Pennsylvania? Yeah.
Florida
What about Florida? Would that be an optimal choice for Anne? I get a yes on that.
and Virginia.
What about Virginia? Would that be an optimal choice? Yes. So, are there any more?
No, that's it.
So
That's it.
let's ask out of those three, which is the most optimal? So, the most optimal choice for Anne at this time, is it Pennsylvania? No. Is it Virginia? No. Is it Florida? Florida comes up as number one.
Oh, okay.
So, what would be number two? Would that be Virginia? That'd be Pennsylvania. So, Pennsylvania is number two.
Okay. And then any other thing to throw in for moving? Is there any other thing they have to say about moving?
Can you give Anne any more guidance on this move? Because she's feeling really confused and stuck. I'm seeing you sitting in like a lotus meditation space, Anne.
Yes.
As you're sitting there, you're breathing, you're getting more peaceful, and the clouds are starting to part. So that's about clarity. So this is you spending some time going in, feeling your way through what it is you really want, because they're not going to tell you where to move to.
Oh, sure.
You
I
know, they're
know. I
going to tell you
understand.
what would be optimal choices based upon what they know about you, but it's always up to you to choose the best for yourself. So it's really getting clear about what you want. And the clouds are the indication of the confusion, and that's probably why you're still struggling with this, because it's a lack of clarity.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe like with pen and paper, sit down and write out what it is you're looking for, because when you get clear on what you want, then they can help you to manifest it. They can help you to find those best opportunities that will lead you to what it is that you want. So
Okay.
part of you is feeling like you want to stay. It's like you've got one foot in and one foot out. And until you really make a decision, you're going to stay in this stuck space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm feeling like your toe is stuck on the threshold and you're pulling on it and you're about to trip yourself. So it's just pick that leg up and step over the threshold already.
Okay. Are there anything in general that they want to say?
Anything else you want to share with Anne today? I'm hearing Sinatra singing New York, New York. Did you ever live in New York?
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up in Brooklyn.
Okay. So that's about leaving New York, right? In case you had any doubt. All right. So is there anything else about that song you want Anne to know, or anything else? Now I'm hearing John Denver singing Sweet Surrender. Do you know that song?
No.
Go look up the lyrics. So it's surrendering and allowing yourself to flow, not holding back, not feeling stuck. Because part of this is fear, of course, that's holding you back. You're scared to make that big leap. It's really hard. You've been comfortable where you're at for a long time. But at some point, if you want to make change, you've got to surrender and let the egoic side go and let the soul lead you, because that's where you're stuck right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I know I'm stuck. Yeah. Just one more question. Is Rapus Bay disappointed in me?
Is he what?
Disappointed. Like, I'm not doing things right.
Oh, okay. So, Serapis Bay, is there anything that you want to share with Anne? I just see this figure lifting you up and encouraging you. Not disappointed at all, Anne, because it's your journey. So there's no wrong here. They're always going to be there supporting you. Wrong in terms of your interpretation on the third dimensional level would be that you feel you're failing yourself and you're not doing your best. They never feel that way about you, because they see where you've been. They see the effort that you have made. There's just love and support for you from your team, from all of them.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I got the book that you mentioned. In fact, I just got
Skulls.
it delivered today. So,
Oh, wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope you get some great insights from that.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and your help.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
Take care.
You too. So, Kelly, you have a question.
Hi, Deborah. Thanks for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome.
In the fundraiser, you confirmed that I'm a starseed, and I've been doing some investigation, and it seems I'm an Arcturian. I was wondering if you could have confirmed that.
Yeah, let me ask that question. So, Kelly originated from Arcturus. Yeah, I get a yes on that.
Thank you. And I have another question. My guides seem to be encouraging me to learn to read the Akash, and I'm wondering, are my readings accurate? Can they tell me if I'm close or if I'm accurate?
Okay. So, for Kelly, what can you tell her about her readings? Is she on the right track? Oh, definitely. I get this really warm feeling and encouragement. Keep going. And most of it, Kelly, it's the ego. So don't listen to the ego. When you're connected to the records, what you're getting is all love, truth, and light. So trust it. Don't question it.
Okay, thank you. Well, sometimes because working with the pendulum, I'm pretty new at that, and sometimes it just stops, and I don't, and it'll move a little bit. So that's where I get my questions mostly. I don't know if I'm influencing that or if it's just not coming through.
Well, connect with the records before you douse.
Mm-hmm.
That way you've got a better connection.
Yes.
And know that, yeah, you sometimes will get wrong answers. Everybody does. It's normal, especially if you're emotionally connected to the answer. It's really hard to disconnect if it's personal.
Yes.
So don't douse on personal stuff right now. While you're learning, do stuff for, strangers or people you don't know the answers. So you won't.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. And do my guides have any general messages for me right now?
Okay. Anything you want to share with Kelly right now? I'm feeling you at the ocean, and the waves are just flowing gently. And so they're wanting you just to relax and flow with this new experience, and know that you're not going to get it perfect every time. And you just have to accept that and go with it. All you can do is your best, right? Give yourself credit for the work that you have done. Know that it is good. You're moving in a very beautiful direction, and it will get better. But mistakes are part of the game. Nobody's perfect. Statistics show even the best psychics are only 80%.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, Catherine, you've got shingles, and you'd like to know if there's a message. So, Catherine, if you want to.
Hi.
Hey there. So, sorry about the shingles. That really sucks.
Yeah, is there any message for me, especially in relation to job as well? I'm self-employed, and maybe I should go a different direction and work for somebody else.
Okay. So, Catherine, the optimal choice for Catherine, is it to remain self-employed? Oh, get a no on that. So would an optimal choice be to find a job? Yes. How do you feel about that?
Makes sense. I think I need security, so working for myself is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what area I would go into, but I don't know if there's any other any messages on that.
Okay, let's see what they have to say. Anything you want to share with Catherine about her job search? Yeah, I'm feeling like you're in the darkness, and you're reaching around trying to feel your way through and find the light. So they're laughing and they're saying, open your eyes, Catherine. You've got your eyes closed so tightly in fear that you can't see what's out there for you. So it's about relaxing into the situation, allowing yourself to feel and see the guidance that they are bringing to you every day, because they would never abandon you. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Do you have like certain things that you're looking at that you would like me to ask about?
say I don't know. I don't know which direction to go. This is the issue. I don't know which direction I should go.
Okay. So what kind of jobs would be something you'd even look at?
Well, health related, or back into science, or totally different altogether.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the optimal choice for Catherine to seek a job, would it be health related? No. What about science? Science is good. And what was the third one?
Just even some kind of management, or a totally different direction altogether.
Okay. So is it time for her to go in a totally different direction with a job? No. So science is the one that comes up as the best.
Okay.
So that narrows it down a little bit for you. Do you have any choices within that field?
No, it just gives me an idea to start looking in that area. Just in relation to the shingles, I've had a tough year in relation to looking after relatives, and that is that. I'm just wondering, is that the main cause of my shingles?
Okay. So the shingles, has that been brought on by the stress of caring for the relatives? I get a no on that.
Is it the job?
Stress about the job, yeah. Yeah, good yes on that. So it's good you get out of it, because if it's causing you shingles, you definitely don't want to keep doing that.
Okay.
So can you find something that you can feel joyful about doing? That's what you need. You need to get into something that you can go with the flow, relax, and feel good about it.
And that's where I'm a bit stuck, because there aren't too many options that I can see at the moment. But yeah. Any other messages? Is that it? Yeah.
Anything else for Catherine? Yeah, so it's open your eyes. You don't have to leap over chasms. Just go out and take some baby steps, but step outside. So they're wanting you to go out into the light. So that's, opening up for your guidance and watching for the breadcrumbs. And then just, I'm seeing you walking down the street, singing softly to yourself. You're smiling because you're in the flow of that beautiful energy. And when you're in that space, then you will see these opportunities will just, like, I'm seeing bunny rabbits hopping up into the path in front of you. And those are your opportunities. So you can't miss them because they're in the form of these beautiful, soft little bunnies. And that would also indicate that they would be good choices for you because they have that wonderful feeling. So Google the symbolism of rabbits and see what you can find there, because there's probably something more behind that message.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Debbra.
You're welcome. Isla said hello. Good morning, Isla. Did you have a question?
Good morning, Deborah. Thank you very much for doing this.
You're so welcome.
My question is, will I be able to get the funding that we need for this project I have been working on?
Okay.
And if not, what should I be doing next?
Okay. So the funding for Isla's project, is it highly likely she's going to get that funding? I still get a yes on that, Isla. So can you give us a time frame? Would it be within this calendar year, 2021? I'm getting a no on that. What about 2022? Get a yes on that. Would it be the first half of 2022? No, last half? More like the last half of 2022. It's feeling like there's this big tank of water and it's slowly draining, like a clogged drain. So that's your impatience at wanting it to go faster, but it's going to take the time it takes for that big body of water to drain out. And then finally, I can see it at the very bottom. There's just a little bit and you can hear it gurgling down as it goes. So that's the progress, slow and frustrating, but it is coming. So is she on the right track, and is it wise for her to continue pursuing this funding? Yeah. They're saying, Isla, this is your vision. So unless you're ready to abandon it, keep going. Don't let anything get in your way. And there's also the possibility things could shift and it could come faster because, there's so many unknowns right now with the markets, with the world, with the pandemic, all of that stuff. And those are all factors that are impeding your progress. So if somebody pulls the stopper out of that drain and the water goes down faster, then this could come faster. But right now it's going very, very slowly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
I think what kind of a starseed I am to be able to be this determined. I should be from out of this world.
Did we do a reading on that? I can't
No.
remember. No. Okay. So that's something I actually have to go and do the research on. You know,
Okay.
like the lady earlier, I can verify it if you tell me what it is. But
Oh,
to go find out, I have to go research.
I was serious, I think.
You think?
I mean, I know myself, I thought it is a serious.
Let's ask that question then. So is Isla from Sirius originally? No, that's not the one.
Venetian or something like that? Venus?
Venus? No.
No? Okay, then maybe I am not I am not from this any place.
Well, let's
Okay.
ask if you're from Earth. So is Isla originally from Earth? Now, only about 43% of the population are actually from Earth. The rest are starseeds. And because you're here on this call, it's highly unlikely you're from Earth because they're just not interested in metaphysics.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Tatiana, what type of business is aligned with your highest good, teaching the power of the mind or helping local businesses with their online marketing to be more effective and efficient? Okay, so for Tatiana, teaching the power of the mind, is that the most optimal choice for her as a business? That's kind of an in-between. It's not a yes or a no, Tatiana. So it's not specific enough.
Well, we used to have a hypnotherapy school, and we were teaching like for 10 years how to use the power of your mind to pretty much be in the flow instead of going against the flow.
Okay.
And I absolutely love teaching, but then it felt like this chapter closed, and it's just like, I don't know if I love to teach this particular topic. Is it like aftertaste, or there is something that I still could be doing? Another option, it would be like still go into marketing, but have healing power of your mind or empowering your, I don't know, yourself or your desires using your mind. Could be pretty much nonprofit. So
well, let's ask about the online marketing with local businesses just to see if that's a yes or a no. Mm-hmm. So for Tatiana, the online marketing for local businesses, would that be an optimal choice for her? No, definitely not. So is it something to do with her original hypnosis work and just expanding it? Would that be an optimal? Yeah, I'm seeing you like zoning in towards a target. So it's bringing it down. It's finding that niche that you're going to serve, but that's still a really good path for you as far as a business. That's aligned with who you are.
Okay, and in terms of target, again, this is a good question from marketing point of view. Would it be better to focus on actually people who provide like energy healers or provide complementary medical arena, complementary medical health practitioners, or specific, like more on patient side, people with specific issues?
So business to business or business to consumer?
Yeah.
Okay. So for Tatiana, would it be optimal to work business to business? No. Business to consumer? Yeah, that's your market.
Okay, thank you. Then another thing, it's just like begging on the back of my head, is the book. It's just like, for some reason, I feel that I have to write the book, but it's not just like I have. It has to be some kind of like collaboration with someone, meaning it's not one person. It has to be two people. Like you know, like good example would be, let's say I'm asking questions and you provide answers, and it all like focusing on specific topic, like entire book that focusing questions on specific topic. It's just like, I don't know. Well, first of all, is this book idea that sits in the back of my neck is something that I'm still kind of like have on my to-do list in this lifetime, or it just,
Okay.
well,
So for Tatiana, would it be an optimal choice to write a book? Yes. Would this book be a solo book? It would be a collaborative effort. Yeah, I get a yes on the collaborative effort.
okay. Yeah, thank you. And based on our previous fundraising call, I didn't have a chance to ask this very popular question, how many lifetimes I had.
Okay. So Tatiana, how many lifetimes has she had? 3,461.
Oh my God, 3,461. Good. I like this number. Thank you. And Rachel, this question is for you. I'm considering take your reading, and it's just like, I don't know which one is the best to take first, like personal or business. Because you have also like business birthday, something like that type of reading.
You're asking me or Rachel?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm asking Deborah.
Okay. Because I thought you were asking Rachel something.
No.
It really depends on what your goal is. If you want
Okay.
to know more about your soul purpose, about what planet you came from, what your soul specialty is, and how all of those pieces of you work together so that you can be your most empowered, effective self, a soul introduction would be great. If you're interested in past lives and karma that's bothering you in the present, then you would want the karma reading. So those are two options. If you're just wanting to go in and ask a bunch of questions of your guide, get general guidance, then there's the channel spirit guide. And then there's that birthday reading. That's, you know, it's something special and fun that your guides will do for you on your birthday. And it doesn't have to be on your birthday, but they will give you the birthday reading. And I've got other options, but I don't put them all up there because it gets too confusing for people. So if there's something specific that you're looking for that you don't see, just send me an email.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I apologize, Rachel, I just PM you. It's just like simple question. Just let me know yes or no, and that's it. No string attached.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. So Linda, good morning from Las Cruces. Glad to have you here. Did you have a question, Linda?
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
Again, on the past lives. At the fundraiser, you told me I had over 4,000. And I was wondering, is that all on Earth or other dimensions and realms?
Okay. So for Linda, have her past lives all been on Earth? No. Okay. So how many lives has she been on Earth? I'm getting 23 lives on Earth. So
I'm getting chills on that.
Yeah, the rest are other planets. Because, you know, we originate on one planet if we're not from Earth. We spend some significant time there getting started as a soul. And then at some point, when we're ready for more expansion, we'll venture out to other planets. So if you can imagine over 4,000 lifetimes, Earth probably wasn't even ready for being inhabited back then. So it wasn't even an option. There were
That's why I wondered.
Yeah, there were other planets that were options. And so, you know, some people go to one, some to another. It just all depends on what you were looking for as a soul. And that's the kind of thing that we could ask in the karma reading if you wanted to get more information. But the thing that about the karma reading, we don't go in just out of curiosity to find out about past lives. What we're looking for are things that are affecting you in your present life. Then we want to know, where did that start? What was the story? So we can resolve it. But it's never just about curiosity seeking, because that's not useful. All we want to know is how do we get better where we are right now, if that makes sense. I think there are some modalities that perhaps do that just as a curiosity seeking thing. But in my work, the guides are not really so excited about doing that because it's just looking at the past and you can't change the past. So if you're not doing it to help yourself in the future, then what is the point? Although if you were a channel, it would be a fun activity to go and explore some of those past lives and write about them. So that's always an option.
I've had regressions, but I've never gone anyplace.
Yeah.
And I've had psychic experiences, but they're so far and few between. I'll hear something and maybe see something, or things will happen, but they're so far and few between. I'm just wondering and I've been told I'm psychic and I can do these things, but or maybe more of a knowing.
Well, you are. Everybody is psychic. It's just a matter of using it and developing the muscle. So go to my website, akashaunleashed.com, go to the meditations tab. There's a meditation called Connecting with Guides. Get that one. That one is designed.
I've tried those.
You did that? Did you stay at the end and connect and have a conversation?
And I've been through those before, but never do them. I'm not good with meditation.
Okay. So here's the thing.
I keep trying.
Here's the thing I want you and everybody to know. When you meditate with the intention of connecting and getting that information, it will be like a daydream or even a fantasy. It's going to feel like it's not real. And so people think, oh, I just made that up, and they give up and they stop. When you set the intention to connect with your guides, that's what you are doing. So don't dismiss any of it. Take it all, whatever little bit you get. Like I've told the story many times. The first time I did it, I got a purple blob, and that was all I got. But I kept doing it, and it expanded over time. So go with that idea that it's going to probably feel like a dream or something. Write it down, preserve it, keep going. And just a few minutes a day will help you to connect. It's making that commitment to regular connection and then practicing. That will make all the difference for you.
Okay. Any messages from my guides? Okay. Anything I need to know?
Anything you'd like to share with Linda today? I'm seeing the bright sun coming out. So that's encouraging you to step into your gift and connect, because it's like there's so much potential waiting for you on that horizon. And they're just beckoning you, saying, come on, we want to engage with you. And in fact, they are. I mean, when you get these thoughts that pop into your head out of nowhere, they're not connected to what you were thinking about. That's your guides. Write that down. Pay attention. When you get repeating numbers or any kind of a repeating thing, something that just keeps coming into your awareness over and over, that's your guides. Take note, take new action based upon whatever that was. They will bring you more. The more you engage with them, the more they'll engage with you. And just know in the beginning, it's going to feel a little disconnected, but it will get better with practice. And a huge part of this, Linda, is trust. Trusting and not letting your ego tell you that you made it all up.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome. Rita, you want to know if you cleared the vow of suffering that I told you about at the fundraiser. So let's just ask that question. Let's see if I can find you on my panel.
Hi.
It's so hard to find you guys because I just have this little strip of things at the top. There you are. Thank you. Movement helps. So for Rita, has she cleared the vow? What was it? Suffering? Yeah.
Yeah.
Vow suffering. Has it been cleared for Rita? Yes, it's gone. Yeah. And just let it be. Don't even think about it.
Okay. Thank you. I did a meditation one day and that seemed to help.
Great. That's perfect. Yeah. And it's really all about your intention that you're going to move forward and no longer be in that energy of suffering.
Okay, good. And then my other question, I have two, well, almost three. There is a part of me that just started coming up, I get, that just even though I have so many triumphs in my life, there's a part of me that just feels as though not good about myself or about my life journey. So I want to know what the guides have to say to help me just get myself in sync with the fact that it's beautiful. You know, what do they have to tell me to help my mind, I guess, my ego come along for what my spirit already knows?
Okay. So for Rita, what can you tell her about this issue with self-love? So I'm seeing Jesus wrapping his arms around you and then bending his head down and kissing you on the top of the head. Is Jesus somebody that you believe in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I just want to be sure.
Yeah, we work together.
Okay, wonderful. So that's why it's Jesus. So wrapped in his arms around you, kissing you on the head, and just you're filled with all of this divine love. It's just flowing through your entire body, and it's tingling as it flows through your blood cells, your entire body, all the nerve endings. And you hear him say in your head, you don't hear the words out loud, so you're hearing it in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling you, my beautiful child, you are perfect. I said so. Are you going to argue with me? So you're perfect. If Jesus tells you that, take that to your heart, internalize it, believe it, and start acting like it. That will make all the difference.
Okay.
And whenever you start to doubt yourself, go back to that visual. Be in that moment with Jesus and allow it to change. I mean, there was a time where I had a meditation where I was really feeling needy, and he held me in his arms like a baby and just gave me all this healing energy.
Wow.
So just allow that to be. They will come, whether it's Jesus or your angels or God themselves, and fill you with love and till you are convinced that you really are this amazing creature. And all souls are, no matter how we in our third dimensional perspective see them. On the perspective of divine, they're perfect. They're just in a different place on their journey.
Yeah. Okay. And then what do the guides have to say about why my nephew won't talk to me since my sister passed? And if I'm doing everything that I can to create, you know, us coming back together, because I'd like us to be together again, but I know he has his choices, but like why? I don't exactly know why.
Okay.
Other than he's angry.
Yeah. So is there anything you can share with Rita about her nephew and why he's not speaking to her? It's feeling like it's tangled up with his feelings of loyalty to his mother. Were you having issues with her?
We had some past life thing that was showing up in this life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That you know, I did my best to clear, but we didn't get a chance to really before she passed. So
yeah, I hear the word betrayal, and it's like he feels it would be betraying his mother to do that. He's got this all twisted up.
Yeah. Will he ever untwist it?
Okay. So is it highly likely that he will one day come around and want to have a relationship with Rita? It's a big maybe.
Yeah.
Not clear right now. It's going to depend on choices that he makes. But what you can do is just let him know you're there. Don't pressure.
Right.
The presence is there so that he knows he can reach out when he's ready.
Right. Okay. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Just send him cards and, you know, whatever, just talk to him. So is there any, go ahead.
If you can shift your energy into a place of allowing him to go through that and not feeling like you're needy.
Right.
He feels that, and that will cause him to pull away even more. So if you're in that place of just disconnected from the emotion, just being, I'm here if you need me, let the rest go, and then he'll probably come around faster.
Right. Okay. I'm almost there. I need that extra push. And is there anything else that my guides think that it would be good for me to know moving forward on my life path, if there's something I'm not seeing, or what do they have to say that would help me the most in all areas?
Okay. So for Rita, what would you like to share with her? So I'm hearing zippity doodah. And to me, that's always about incorporating more fun and light into your life. It's just more joy, more effervescence, you know, because we get so heavy and so into this Sturm und Drang that it kind of short circuits what we're here to do. So as we can put that aside, get into that lovely flowing energy and just feeling like we're floating across the earth rather than being hung up by gravity, then we will do so much better. So it's more lightness of being. That's what they're saying.
Okay. What are some tips for that to get lighter in my being, you know?
Focus on the positive things. Don't
Yeah.
focus on the negative, of course. You know,
Right.
be the boss of your thoughts. Whenever that negative stuff comes in, replace it immediately with something happy. And it might sound Pollyanna-ish, but that's actually a wiser way of being, because when you're in that energy, you attract more to you. You
Right.
manifest easier. That's the way the soul wants to be. It wants to be light, to just glide through life, and everything happens with ease. Doors open, opportunities show up. It's when we get bogged down with all of that negative stuff that everything stops, life gets harder. So just in every moment, look for the very best for yourself, the most delicious, the most enjoyable, the most fun. Choose those things. And then definitely practice gratitude for it.
Right.
More will come when you do that. That's important. And also, it's helpful to keep a journal, because if you can track your progress, then in those moments when you start feeling down and beating up on yourself, you go back to the journal and you see evidence of your path and how far you've come and what you've manifested. That will lift you up. So it's important to track that progress, because you forget otherwise.
Right. Yeah, I love that video that you had about taking over your thought and then saying I have all the time in the world, and I'm I'm in the flow, and then I'm grateful. I really like that. That was really a good.
Great.
So I've been using that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And it's so simple. We make it complicated.
Yeah, that's what I do, is I make it complicated. So yeah, I'm learning not to do that. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So that brings us to Catherine. Feeling lots of energy stirring around work and relationship, wondering if your guides have any message. So, let's see if I can find you, Catherine.
Hi, Deborah. I'm here.
Hi.
You can see me when I light up.
There you are. Yes, that
Good
helps.
to see you.
So lots of energy around work and relationship. So for Catherine, what do you have to share with her today? I've seen like people in native garb dancing, and they're doing this really weird kind of with the arms like this and the legs bent, kind of hopping back and forth. And, you know, the armbands and the stuff hanging from it, they're doing some kind of ceremony. They're holding these spears. They're dancing around this big fire. So, okay, that's cool, but what's that about?
That's all that energy? I don't know.
It's fierce. It's very fierce energy is what it feels like. Very testosterone laid energy.
Huh.
So what is that about? There's rhythm involved. So it's a rhythmic kind of movement that they're doing, even though it doesn't feel rhythmic to me, but they're telling me rhythmic. Okay. Contradiction. It's like a contradiction. What I'm seeing is different from what I'm feeling. Does that make sense?
Well, what's coming to me is I've been in a period of really low energy. I think I'm sort of a COVID long hauler. I think I had it a year ago on top of having had Lyme. And so it's really kind of, you know, brought my energy down some and created some brain fog. And I'm really in this period of trying to figure out what's next. But over the last couple of weeks, aside from yesterday, from the effects of getting a vaccine, I am feeling more movement, like more aliveness. So I don't know if that's that sort of fierce energy coming back. Like, that's why I asked the question, because I've been, asking for my energy to, be revitalized, to really come back up, and along with that, get more clarity around what are my next steps. I've been, as you know, well, you may not know, doing trauma therapy for almost 30 years. And so I'm looking toward closing down the trauma therapy practice, because I think that's also been wearing on me, especially during COVID, and turning my focus and my attention to growing my coaching and speaking practice. But with all of the options out there about how to grow your business, you know how crazy making that can be. So there's a lot flying around.
Yeah, the trauma, when you said that, it felt very heavy,
Mm-hmm.
like the heavy energy of the guys stomping around the fire. But what there's something there about the contrast between rhythm and their staccato type energy. So that probably is explained by the COVID, as you said, because the COVID's holding you back. You're trying to get in the rhythm. So I think that's what that's about. So what about moving into the speaking side of her business? Would that be a more optimal choice? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And it's feeling like, Catherine, doors are going to start opening, because as more and more people start coming out of the COVID haze, there will be more opportunities. So if you start shifting your intention and your focus in that direction, that will attract more of those opportunities to you. But don't be in a rush, because you've got to kind of like, it's not like swimming, but it's almost like going through these tall reeds and trying to get through them all to get to the other side, because they're inhibiting your progress, if that makes sense. It's all this stuff that's in the way. So it's like trying to run in water, and you can't push against and force it. It won't work. You've got to flow with it. So you want to rush because you're ready to get back into gear and get moving with your business, but the timing isn't quite aligning. So if you slow down a little bit, go slower, feel your way through it. Don't get into the staticky energy, get into the flow energy.
Yeah,
that's
where I've been trying to be, because I know I need to give myself time to rest and sort of recalibrate.
Yeah.
And I'm getting better at giving myself permission to do that and not just trying to push. Deborah, can you ask if, I love podcasts. I used to have my own. I haven't had it in a number of years now, but I love that interview energy. Is that an avenue for me to pursue? Not my own podcast necessarily, but trying to get booked on other people's podcasts to reach a broader audience that way.
Okay. So would it be an optimal choice for Catherine to seek out opportunities to be a guest on podcasts? Yeah, that would be really good. But they're saying it's one way, not the only way.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Okay. Anything about relationship in there? Because there's.
So what can you tell Catherine about relationships? Is there a relationship on the horizon? Nothing right now. And it's like, there's not space for it right now. It's the wrong timing. There's too much else going on that needs your focus. You've got to first take care of you and get you back to 100%, so that you have that clarity and that you can take care of yourself. And then when you're in that centered, grounded space, you'll be ready for the relationship. So it's just kind of on hold right now.
Okay. Can I just ask one more question? I don't want to take up too much time, but I was married for 30 years. I've always identified as heterosexual. And recently I am hearing messages about expanding my experience of loving to women. And I mean, I'm fine with that. I feel like I can fall in love with a person, and that the gender is not as important to me or critical to me. And I'm just curious whether, and it's been coming fairly strong, and I'm just wondering if the guides have any information about that.
Okay. So can you tell Catherine anything about the gender issue with regards to relationships? And they're shaking their head and they're saying, Catherine, you can't have too much love. Just spread it around wherever you feel led to spread it. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right. Thank you.
don't judge your feelings, you know?
Oh, no. No. Okay. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I feel like there have been so many times in my life where spirit has just say, okay, now this. So I just feel like it's another one of those. Okay, now this. Okay.
It's just a broader
I don't feel
experience.
resistance to it. I don't,
Yeah.
you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself. You've been through the ringer, so it's time.
No kidding. All right.
Wonderful
Thanks.
to see you again. It's been a long time.
It's nice to see you. And I appreciate, I didn't get on with your fundraiser, but I do plan to make a donation because, you know, I've worked in women's empowerment and domestic violence and sexual assault and all of that for so many years. So I was, you know, my heart felt good when I saw your fundraiser.
Wow. It was such a miracle because honestly, I would have been surprised to get $500. And then all of these new people showed up and supported the effort in this amazing way. So yeah, it was a big blessing.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Melinda says that she is here and she's next. And by the way, Dave and Liz just put in, holy cow, that is my message. So at 12:01, whatever you were saying to Catherine, but Melinda is here and is next.
Awesome. Hey,
Melinda. And then Brett after that.
Okay. So what's going on with the grandchildren? And let's go with court first. So how will court go at the end of the month? What can you tell Melinda about the court? Is she going to have a positive outcome? I'm getting positive. So is this about custody? I'm getting a yes on that, so you can let me know if that's true, Melinda. So you're saying that Melinda will have custody of the grandchildren? I get a yes on that too, Melinda. No, can you unmute and just let me know if we're getting what you need?
Yes, thank you so much. I was trying to figure out how to do it. I'm so sorry.
That's
I apologize. Okay. But yes, it is. And like right now, in minutes, they're going to be with their mother, and now they're getting really excited because they go there one day a week. And so it's from Saturday till tomorrow at 6. And so now you wouldn't have heard any of this whole other time. But they're getting excited because they're going to go see her, I think. But she's teaching them. I'm going to go in the other room.
Okay.
She's teaching them lies and deception. She's teaching them things that isn't good. And
so you're trying to get custody yourself?
Yes, I've had custody for the last 3.5 years.
So let me clarify that the positive result is that Melinda will get custody of the children. Yeah, I get a yes on that.
Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the children's service lady, she came because she called children's services on me for who knows, I don't even remember what the lady said it was, but she came in and she said that she was going to recommend myself, but see, now he's calling me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
But it wasn't like this the whole hour. Hold on 1 second, please. I'm so sorry.
Sure.
Please help me do this. I don't know how to unmute. Everybody's getting crazy. How do you
Bless her heart.
We'll just give her a couple of seconds here and
see
if we can calm them down.
And just send calm and energy, and
yeah,
it's the ability to be able to find the peace and the calm in the middle of crying it's a place that sometimes is difficult to find, but it's a place of such comfort when everything else is fractured around you. I know that everyone here has been there as well. Let's just send some energy, some calming to her and the children and the dogs.
So, Melinda, if you want to take a little time to get things under control, we can come back to you.
Please do that. Please.
Yeah. That way you can be calm and just work through it. Okay, so we'll come back.
And I do want to reiterate that Dave and Liz put, holy cow, that is my message at 12:01 because it was so cool. And then another message, she said, my goodness, they're speaking to me. But Brett is next and then Dave and Liz.
Okay. So Brett, what are your guides saying about job prospects? Let's see if I can find you up here. There you are. Okay. Job prospects for Brett. Are there job prospects coming in the near future? Yes. Within a month? Is it highly likely that he will find an optimal job and be hired within the next month? I get yeses on that, Brett. Do you want to ask anything to clarify or?
Yeah, I'm doing a career change from the medical field. I'm hoping to get into with florists or nursery plants, that sort of thing.
Okay. So for Brett, is it likely that he will find a job in the floral industry in the next month? Still getting a yes on that, Brett. Where are you located?
Greeley, Colorado.
Okay. So have you been inquiring with florists?
I have been. It seems like they're mostly interested in floral designers with experience. And I don't have experience, but I'm an ultra creative person. But I did speak to I spoke to a lady yesterday at a shop. Maybe inquire if that particular shop is the right place for me.
Okay. So the shop that he was at yesterday, is that an optimal choice for him? No, it's not. You know, I just had a thought, Brett. I know somebody who's doing floral arrangements for funeral homes. Have you ever thought about that?
I have no problems with that because my other thing is, I'm not to sound morbid. I mean, so part of my journey and part of who I am is surrounds death, but not in the morbid sort of way, more like the death doula way. I mean, I was a nurse.
Yeah.
So it's around that, be like a cemetery, caretaker. I mean, that sort of thing. So that funeral home would work out too.
Yeah. So let's ask about that. Would it be an optimal choice for Brett to investigate working at funeral homes? Yeah, that comes up really positive.
Okay.
So now you just got to investigate and see what's out there. I'm thinking that they might probably have less requirements in the experience area because it's probably not as easy for them to get people.
I've seen an assistant director type thing. I did already look at that, but other than of my nursing customer service skills, a lot of the other stuff I just have never done.
Yeah. So it's an exciting new journey for you as you venture out and you try new things, and you might get a job there and do that for a while and then expand into something else. So just be open to flowing with it because it's feeling like doors are opening for you.
Okay. And then also, can you ask my guides? I have a strong feeling I'm an Orifeme.
And what is it?
It's an Orifeme. It was
theme.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated too, but it's at the very beginning of the Earth, how the Earth was begun, it was a group of beings that were created by the 4 founder races to help be a guardian of the Earth.
Okay, let me just ask the question. So, Brett, is he an Orifeme? I get a no on that.
Okay.
So it's something else.
Okay. And one more. Will I need to sell my house? and relocate.
Okay. So is it highly likely that Brett will need to sell his house and relocate for this new career? Yeah. Is it necessary, though? Let's ask that. Is it necessary that he sell his house to start this new career? No, it's not necessary.
Okay.
But it's feeling like on this journey, at some point, you're going to hit a fork in the road where if you want to go into, the next big thing, then the house will need to go. And also,
Okay.
it's feeling like different energy for you is part of that equation.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I just want to say for Brett that is the words that keep coming to me. I must say them is last responder. And that's what it is in relationship to working with the funeral home and with people that have passed. You become a last responder rather than first responder. So Dave and Liz are next, and you've written your question down, but if you unmute yourself and speak the question to Deborah, then it helps in relationship to her connecting with your guides.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi.
I have a couple questions. The one that I was referencing before was this coming weekend, I'm going to the Black Hills and I'm going to do a vision dance, which is like a sacred ceremonial dance type thing around the fire for Native American stuff. And so I was asking if they had any messages for me regarding that.
Okay, so let's start there for Dave. Anything you want to share with him about his excursion to do a vision dance? Yeah, I'm seeing lots of bodies moving around and lots of flow, and it's really powerful energy because they look like they're moving in like blurred, if that makes sense, like you would see them in a movie. So
Yeah.
It's not that they're moving so fast, it's the energy is so potent that it's like blurring around them. So it's like stirring something up really potent. What else? Yeah, I just feel like all the doors are open, that this is a really good opportunity for you.
Okay, good.
Very positive experience, but very powerful. So get ready. You might get knocked on your butt.
I'm hoping. And then any messages from my guides or past loved ones? My dad died yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so, and I was planning on asking about previously past loved ones, but now, I mean, my dad's on the other side. Any messages for me or my mom? My mom is Liz.
Okay. So any messages for Dave or Liz from father and husband? I'm hearing the song Sweet Caroline, so I don't know if he liked that song or what that's about. Maybe he just liked Neil Diamond. Anything else, Dad, you want to share? Was it a sudden death?
No, it was, well, it wasn't unexpected. So we saw it coming. And then it was just, yeah, in his sleep yesterday morning, 4:45.
Okay, so let's just give him a moment. He's getting his bearings still. Yeah, it's like he's trying to wake up from one of those really deep sleeps where you have to fight to wake up.
Yeah.
So he's in that energy right now. See if he can manage to say anything. Oh, so he said he's sorry he had to go, and he's sending much love and letting you know that he will be around, but he needs a little time to get oriented.
Yeah, groggy.
Yeah, that's what it's feeling like. So we'll try next month.
All right.
That'll have given him some time, and maybe he'll have more to say then.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Anything else?
No, I'm just excited about this this dance. It came to me in a vision, and it's supposed to be a bigger thing on the other side.
It sounds really exciting. I'm looking forward to hearing the update.
I'm looking forward to giving it. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
So was Marissa on before? Has Marissa been on?
No.
No, I'm here.
Okay, you're up next.
So how many lifetimes have you had?
Sort of typing my questions as people ask them. I'm like, oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. So I apologize.
Yeah,
Okay,
just I'm sorry.
The first one. So I've got the first one in front of me. So how many lifetimes for Marissa? $4,255.
I don't even know what to do with that. And then,
none of us do.
And then once you said that, somebody else mentioned other planets. So that's my next comment there is I did not even know that that was a thing. So I'm new to this. And so I didn't know.
Okay.
It had never occurred to me that we came from other planets, just planet Earth. So
yeah.
If you could expound on that.
Sure. Anything you want to tell Marissa about experiences on other planets? And they're saying, well, you've had lots of them. So, you've explored different galaxies, different universes in all of those 4,000 years because, the souls are always looking for the next challenge each lifetime. It's about expanding your consciousness. So when you decide where you're going to incarnate, it's all about where you can go to have the experience that's going to help you move to the next step. And then what will happen is once you incarnate on a planet, you start developing karma with the people on that planet and the planet itself. So you end up staying there for quite a while. And then at some point you'll be ready and you'll jump off and go to another planet. So we've all done that. It's not at all unusual. It's just not something that's talked about a lot. But you'll be hearing more about it as more souls awaken and start asking these questions as well as connecting with their past lives. And you ask, is there anybody in your life now that you knew in a previous life? So let's ask that. Anybody present in her life now that she knew in a past life? I'm getting a no, which is really unusual because most of us do. But if there is somebody that you cross paths with, they're not presently in your life. And you probably will run across more in the future. So do you have other questions?
Yes, my biggest block here on Earth is I'm going through the financial. I've been going through a divorce for over 2 years now, and I'm feeling calm and a lot of resolution, and custody went okay, and we are communicating a little better. But now we're doing the financial end of it, and so I'm wondering what advice I can get on, am I asking the right questions? Am I going after the right things? Can I trust my attorney? Is there anything else I can be doing or saying or presenting that would help my case that I've missed?
Okay. So for Marissa, what can you tell her about this divorce she's going through? Can she trust her attorney? Yeah, he's on your side. And as the paperwork stipulates presently, is that an optimal situation for her? Now it's feeling like there could be some tweaks, but I'm feeling that kind of a seesaw thing where it's back and forth, and you have to do that. That's just the way these things go. So is there anything you can share with her that would help her to get a better result out of this situation? Relax, trust the process, and let your attorney do the work. Don't engage yourself with it because that's not energy you want to get into. Let the attorneys haggle it out and set your intention to get the very best outcome for yourself and your children, as well as your soon-to-be ex-husband. You want everybody to get the best outcome, to find a good, happy middle where everyone can move forward with their lives. Try to release any of the negative feelings you have towards the past situation, because those are like weapons, like those little star sharp things that martial artists throw at people. It's kind of like that. You don't want to get involved in that, because that just wounds people and there's lots of bleeding and it's not helpful. So try to let that go as much as you can. If you can meditate, if you can release, maybe try to get into a place of being thankful for this man who brought you these beautiful children.
Yeah.
That's the good thing. And you wouldn't have the children without that man. So it's not bad.
Yeah. And then I guess my last question is, I feel like I need more female friends. I have one, but I really don't have any friends to spend time with. And do my guides have any advice on I'm an introvert, so how to put myself out there, how to attract more friends? Is there someone I know now that I could cultivate a better friendship with, or a deeper friendship with, or is this just not the time to be making friends?
So what can you share with Marissa about finding some female friends? And they're saying, Marissa, a lot of people feel the same way you do, and they're very reticent about stepping out and taking a chance. So tune into your solar plexus, feel in your gut. Think about the women you know. Who might you like to connect with at a deeper level? And know that you're not making a big commitment. You're just testing the waters. Think about it like dating. You maybe go out for coffee, or you have a virtual date on Zoom, and just talk, get to know each other, find out if it's somebody you want to cultivate. One step at a time. They will have other friends. You might connect with their friends, but it's just you making the effort, putting your hand out, stepping out. And also, as things do start opening up, look for support groups for newly divorced people. There's probably something like that. Maybe Meetup would be a good place to look, because they have hiking groups. If you like to go hiking, or any kind of activity that you enjoy, you could find on Meetup. That's a great place to meet people, because they're also looking to meet people. So that you have that same purpose.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
There's tons of options. It's just you have to get over that introvert self and stop telling yourself that story. Because that's another thing. I'm a big introvert too, but I've overcome it. If you are motivated to overcome it, you absolutely can. Just knowing that a lot of other people have the same insecurities, not just you. And you want to go up and put your arm around them and say, I so understand, and I'm here for you. That'll make you feel better.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Before we go to Melinda, and fortunately she's in a calm place now. She's thanking us for the patience and prayers. But before we go to that, there was a question about the fact that you had mentioned a birthday reading, and one of the individuals on has a birthday on Monday and is wondering, it's a short wait time, but is there a way to get an appointment on Monday with you, and how would that person do that?
Yeah, I don't normally have hours on Monday, but I will make an exception. Send me an email and I'll get you in.
So in order to do that, you can just reply to one of her emails that you've gotten with the link here, and it'll go directly to her. Okay. Melinda is next. Melinda, go ahead and unmute yourself, dear.
Hello, and thank you for letting everybody know that I was truly accepting those prayers as you guys were saying, because the kids sometimes get rowdy like a minute or two right before she gets here.
Yeah.
And if you would have called me before any of that other time, you would not have heard any of that, because it just wasn't there, and so they just started, the two boys started fighting.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries. So what question can we answer for you?
Well, I thank you for letting me know about the court, and I know the children has had a rough time. My middle son, I have 5 sons, and he passed away, and I know that contributes to what they're going through. But no, Xander, the oldest one, and the middle one a little bit, but the baby girl, she just turned 5. My son Ricky and myself and her 8th, 9th, and 10th were birthdays. So I mean, but she's saying things, and she says it's just in her head. Like she said, for some reason, I was doing something in the kitchen, and she was playing on the floor, and she just came out and said, she raised her head up and she said, mum, which is her mother's mother, which that's where they're going to right now. And I just am so sometimes overwhelmed about how I feel about them going there at all, because my mom, her man died 1 year and a couple of weeks before my son did on the same hill where they live at. But so that's where they're going right now.
Mhm.
And but she just
Melinda, I don't
raised her.
want to rush you, but we're actually at the end of our time, and there's a lot of people waiting. So if you can just tell me what the question is, then we can.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Are they seeing things? Because she said that my mom thinks that mommy's going to kill us, and her mother said for her to cut my tongue out. So is this really happening with her?
Did she really say that they want to cut
I
your
know
tongue out?
which she said that it was in her head that her mom thinks that her mom was going to kill them, the children.
Okay.
Is she really seeing these things and it's going to happen? Is it?
Okay. So what the children are reporting to Melinda, is that really true? Are they in danger? There is danger there, yes. So is it true that their mother is considering killing her children? No, that's not true. What about the cutting the tongue thing out? Was that actually said? No, it's an exaggeration. They're exaggerating it because there's just so much fear and confusion in the situation. But there is danger. It's just not defined in the way that you're hearing it. So, you know, you want to be on guard, but you also don't want to get into a place of you know, being in the middle of their relationship either, because that won't help you.
Yeah, I try not. I don't. That was the only time that I asked anything. I think it was because I don't ask anything about what's going on with their mother, because I don't think it's my place, because that's her time with them. And I just try not to get involved in any of that, because I know that she's full of trickery and all that. So I try not to get involved in any of that. But I was concerned about, but are the kids really, are they intuitive? Can they see things, please?
Are the children actually seeing things? Are they intuitive? Yeah, they're very intuitive. And it's, you know, they're still at that place where they haven't forgotten about their gifts yet. So they may actually keep them. But as far as the other stuff, Melinda, I want to encourage you not to focus on those negative things, because that will only make it expand. Focus on the positive, that you're going to get custody at the end of the month, that you are helping those children through a difficult situation. Try not to put energy into the other negative stuff.
I thank you so much for all your help. You're just such a beautiful soul. And I thank you with everything inside me. I thank you.
You are so welcome. Blessings to you.
Blessings to you and yours.
And I'm thanking Amy for saying what a nice job that we did on the fundraiser. That's wonderful. And Catherine has her hand raised. And Catherine, if you will unmute yourself so you can speak your question.
Hi, thank you for taking my question. Am I a starseed? My pendulum tells me yes, and Atlantis. Deborah, do you get that?
So for Catherine, is she a starseed? Yes, you are. And was she in Atlantis? Yes, you did have. Was there more than one? Okay. You had 2 lifetimes in Atlantis.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's not your planet of origination. That's just because that's on Earth, or that was on Earth.
What was my planet of origination? Can you tell me that?
I don't know, Catherine. I have to research that. I can't just pull it up. If you
Okay.
had a planet that you felt you were from, I can verify whether it is true or not. But to get the actual planet, I have to go research.
Palladians?
So, Catherine, is she a Palladian? No.
Okay. All right. We're out of time, so thank you.
You're
I'll
so
be in
welcome.
touch again.
Okay.
Blessings.
Blessings to you.
And we have 2 left in the queue. If we shall do those, Deborah?
Yeah, I don't want to leave anybody out.
Yeah, Jenny, go ahead and unmute yourself. It has to do with doing tarot readings and psychic readings in the future and about taking a medium course or channeling course. I'll let her speak it.
Yes, I want to know, should I focus on tarot or focus on doing readings or both? And how do I get to that?
Okay. So for Jenny, would it be an optimal choice to focus on tarot readings? Yes. What about mediumship? Is that also an optimum choice? Yes.
Yeah, I
So they're saying, Jenny, those two can overlap. They're not separate. They
Yeah.
can work together to expand your gift. So that would be really wonderful.
Do I need a class?
Would it be a wise choice for Jenny to take a class? They're saying it's not necessary. You need to trust what you're getting.
Okay,
Stop
that's what I thought.
questioning it. It's flowing through. So don't question it. Just know that when you set your intention to connect, that what you're getting is true. Don't doubt that.
Well, I had a birthday reading with you, and I've been doing everything they said to do, which basically get out in nature a lot more.
Wonderful.
And I have been doing that, and it has really raised my vibration.
Oh, that's beautiful. Keep doing
so thank
that.
you.
All of those elementals want to connect with you and help you amp up your energy.
Oh, okay. Good. Yeah, I live in a beautiful place, though.
Yeah.
It's very
I
helpful.
want you to know, if you think you see something and then your ego tells you you're making it up, tell ego it's wrong. Because those elementals are reaching out to you. They want to help.
So when you say elementals, you mean like fairies and stuff?
Fairies and sprites and whatever else is out there.
Okay, so I thought I saw some. I was by a marsh and there was these little things flitting around on the ground, and they were almost iridescent or clear. And I thought, oh, I wonder if that's a fairy. And there was a bunch of them. Wow.
Yeah. They call them elementals. There's a whole category. I can't think of what all they're called, but yeah, it's fairies and the like. And they want to connect with you and help you.
Wow.
So
Okay.
That's probably why your guides told you to get out in nature so you could connect with them.
Well, I have been doing that. So
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
I'm listening.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
And Kimberly, you're our last one today. If you'll unmute yourself, it has to do with asking how to better connect with guides, but you go ahead and speak it because it helps Deborah to connect.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi.
I was wondering if you could ask my guides how to better connect with them. What should I be doing?
Okay, so for Kimberly, how can she better connect with you? Do you know that song, The Beer Barrel Polka?
I do not.
I'm hearing that song. Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. You ever heard that one? That's
No.
what I'm hearing. So that's
But I like it.
That's very upbeat, happy energy. So get into that energy and be more playful with your guides. They want to play with you. I can see you out in the yard holding hands and, ring around the rosy with your guides and rolling in the grass and just really allowing that side of yourself to come forth, because that's going to shift your energy and superpower you into the next thing that you want to do.
Wonderful.
It's going to open up so much more possibility for you.
So get out there and have fun.
Yeah, more fun. And, go listen to the Beer Barrel Polka because it's fun.
I'm going to have to listen to that now. Either that or I might have to have a beer too.
Well, that too.
And one other thing, how about could you ask Metatron if he has anything to say to me?
Okay. So, Metatron, do you have anything to share with Kimberly? Just holding out the hands and inviting you to come in for an embrace. Just wanting you to know how loved you are, how appreciated, how seen. all of your efforts are seen, recognized, acknowledged, appreciated, and encouraging you to do more. So it's like, you know, my precious child, I'm so happy.
I got chills.
Yeah. It's like I'm seeing you holding hands, skipping in the grass with Metatron.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. So maybe you can take Evan out and do the polka with him. He would probably love that.
He's gonna love that. Thank you so much, Deborah. It's
You're
very
so
nice to be
welcome.
on today.
Glad to have you always.
And Debbie from Minnesota says that she loves listening. Her birthday was last Friday. Didn't think to discuss a reading. And let me suggest to you, Debbie, is that you can have your birthday reading on a day that's after your birthday. That's perfectly acceptable.
That's beautiful.
And I want to remind everyone to subscribe to Deborah's channel. Go over there several times a week and listen to videos, like them, and then comment under them, because it helps with establishing strength in the algorithms with YouTube.
Thank you. And you guys, I just want you to know, because you all helped me grow to over 1,000, YouTube in its wisdom decided to put ads on my channel. So I don't have anything to do with that. I can't turn it off. They're doing it. I'm not happy about it. But, you know, it's just they're trying to raise more funds, and it is their business. They're supporting our work and holding up our files. So I guess we have to accept that. But I so appreciate all of you. And Donna, did you have anything you wanted to ask before we wrap?
Now I'm just absolutely in line with what I'm doing. I guess, what is the best practice for the next 2 days?
Oh, that's specific. So for the next 2 days, oh, I'm hearing rest, and it's like vibrating.
and it's like I'm going, where in the world? You know, I'm going, I thought I had enough rest, but you know, I was distracted with Mama this morning and slept in a little late, and then got onto a project, and I'm going, wait a minute, I do feel like taking a nap.
Yeah, so you know that mantra about I always have more than enough time. Practice that, allow the time to expand, so you'll have all you need for rest. That would be wise.
It's really interesting because I have gotten, I tend to binge on science fiction series, the ones that came from comics. I like those in general. But interestingly enough, the one that has hold on me right now is called The Arrow. And
I
it's
love
like,
that show.
yeah, pinpoint. How am I pinpointing? It's like pinpoint it. Where's the arrow going? I just keep getting pulled back to that one.
Yeah, that's good, but there's like 8 seasons.
Yes, there is. And I'm halfway through the second one, and I just say, okay, just leave it on, and my subconscious will watch it.
Yeah, it's a fun series. I like those too.
So what is the message from the arrow? I'm curious.
The message from the arrow? Okay, so is there a message for Donna? Oh yeah, laser focus. That's what the arrow is. And the arrow, as the main character, he is a master. When he shoots that arrow, he hits the bullseye. Even more, I mean, this guy is so targeted. It's amazing the power he has. So it's vision, that's clarity, it's power, it's precision. It's all of those really wonderful attributes. And also, you know, he has a lot of different arrows in his quiver. He has specialty arrows for different things. He doesn't rely on just one arrow.
So that has to do with creating multiple mini courses to the multiple pathways to massive passive income. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, many arrows in your quiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yay. Thanks. What message are you getting for yourself today?
Oh, I just have so much to do. I'm really trying to get that book done, and all kinds of other things, more videos for you guys. I have some more videos coming out. I'm going to do some more of those shorts. So if you've wondered about what those shorts are about, it's just a new thing YouTube is testing. So I'm taking advantage of it because it gets my message out to more people, because they'll watch 30 seconds or, 50 seconds where they might not watch a 10-minute video. So there'll be more of those coming. And I've got a lot more love and light to come from Metatron. I'm finding messages from years back that I've had in my archive, just waiting for the time. The message from the Divine Feminine was from 2017. It's been waiting for the right time to come forth. So there's a lot of stuff like that, and massive love and light coming to all of us, trying to lift us up as we move forward into this evolution that we're going through and the coming battle, because there's still a lot of work to be done. It's the time for all of us to stand up, stand in our power, knowing that we are divine souls. We are here at this time because we wanted to be part of this stage of evolution, even though we knew it would be a big challenge. So we're here, we're ready. We wouldn't be here if we weren't ready. And the wisest thing for all of us is to lean into it. Go with the flow. Ask for help. We're all here to stand arm in arm, helping each other, and just keep moving forward one little step at a time, because there's such amazing magic and wonder waiting for us on the other side. And we will get there. That's what's coming. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. We'll see you all next month. And meanwhile, if you have questions, you can always send me an email. I'm here, or connect with me on social. Love it when you watch my videos. That's fabulous. So I'll see you soon. Have a blessed week. Take care, everybody. Bye.